SML movie, Marvin. I am a huge fan of SML. I even bought Marvin and Jeffy puppets. But one day, something happened that still haunts me. On September 30th, 2024, SML uploaded a video titled SML Movie, Marvin. It was strange, the title was lowercase. It had no thumbnail, just Marvin sitting on a couch. Unlike usual titles like Marvin Guns Down the Hackerdoos, this one was eerily plain. Curious, I clicked play. Marvin sat silently on the couch. Rose entered, furious. She had found Marvin's phone and discovered disturbing Google searches. How to kill Mr. Goodman, if he ever asks for his house payment. How to burn Jeffy alive. How to murder wife, if she gets close to the truth. Marvin didn't respond. He just stared at Rose. Then suddenly pulled out a hammer and threw it at her. Before impact, YouTube crashed. I reopened the video from watch history. It resumed with Marvin dragging Rose to the basement. Inside were all the SML characters: Junior, Joseph, Cody, Chef PP, and others mangled, with hammer marks on their faces. In a dark corner, the word hello was scrawled ominously. After the video ended, I was confused. Why would Marvin do this? Why would SML upload something so horrific? Then something terrifying happened. My Marvin puppet, who had been beside me, was gone. I heard noises from the closet. I opened it and saw Marvin sitting on the top shelf. As I reached for him, the closet doors slammed shut. Darkness fell. Eyes glowed in the shadows. Screams echoed voices of the tortured SML characters. I escaped, but you'll never forget what I saw.
September 13th, 2018. I was searching around in YouTube when I came across a video called SML Movie, Goodbye Junior. It had one view. I clicked on it, and it started with Junior talking with Joseph and Cody, and they were sitting on the red couch. Both Joseph and Cody said they were going on a vacation to Paris, and they said they wouldn't be back for 4 weeks. Gozer Jr. said, "Well, can I come?" To where Joseph and Cody said the plane was full. It cut to 1 week later, where he heard that Joseph and Cody had died in a plane crash because the pilot was on ketamine. Gozer Jr. started crying, and the video looked really blurry, and I could only get 144p quality of the photo. The crying sounded a little more realistic than normal, and to be honest, I felt bad for Gozer Jr. When I watched it. I mean, he just lost 2 people that he cared about. How could you not feel bad for him at this? He ended up crying so much that his eyes turned red and he looked ill. He decided to go to bed. And when he woke up, he asked Chef PP to make him some food, which Chef PP did. The quality went higher now, and Junior was eating his food. After he finished his food, he said thanks Chef PP, and went upstairs. Chef PP looked kind of suspicious on why he looked ill and was acting like this, but continued cooking for Gozer. As usual, that SML image of Joseph flashed on the screen, which I will show. As you can see, it looked like Joseph, but more disturbing, it looked like Joseph looked a lot darker in the picture and weirdly had 2 sets of pupils. The flash ended with Junior watching TV. He was watching Doofy the Dragon, but the noise was just muted, and Gozer Jr. looked like he had seen some things. He then, for some reason, vomited realistic vomit onto the red couch. The vomit looked hyper-realistic and it was disgusting. It cuts to a scene with Junior with now dark red eyes. He is mumbling his ABCs backwards for some reason, and he looked even paler then, before he looked at the camera for the last 7 seconds and then said this: "Goodbye." With that, the video cut out with a loud sound. I am not gonna lie, that was really weird and kinda disturbing. Usually SML wouldn't upload something like this, but one thing's for sure, I may never go on SML ever again due to that Goodbye Junior video. I am just hoping someone saw it too. I thought there was going to be a new SML video about Mr. Goodman making Mario pay his house payment, but this video was quite different. It was so terrifying. I couldn't sleep for weeks. The thumbnail showed a bloody background with Gozer Jr. The description simply said this: Gozer Jr. made Chef PP really mad. That was sorta weird, but I clicked the video anyway and it started. The video started with Chef PP making tacos when Junior came into the kitchen. He asked Chef PP if he could make dinner for him, and Chef PP agreed, because he could finally get a break. Junior put on a chef's hat and began to cook. He accidentally left the oven on while he was playing with his toys and burned the tacos. Chef PP came into the kitchen and noticed the burned tacos. Junior thought Chef PP was going to go apeshit on him, but he only stood there, frozen. Junior snapped his fingers, and Chef PP immediately snapped out of his frozen state, but his eyes were glowing red. Junior, Chef PP. Chef PP suddenly grabbed Junior by the neck and began to strangle him. This is what you get for burning my tacos? He shouted in a rage. Junior tried to breathe, but he couldn't. Chef PP then threw Junior into the oven and turned it on. Junior was screaming at the top of his lungs. I needed to pause the video. What the hell is this? I said to myself. Junior began to melt, and realistic blood came out of his plush. Junior's screaming stopped, and all that was left was Junior's charcoal, blood-stained remains. His eyes were replaced with white excess. Chef PP grabbed an empty taco shell and put Junior's remains inside it. He added salsa and cheese as well. Chef PP, Gozer. Dinner is ready. Gozer, this better be good. Chef PP. Gozer ate the taco, and what happened next is even scarier than before. Gozer, this is the best taco ever. I am surprised your cooking has improved. I think I'm actually gonna pay you, because you did real good, Chef PP. Chef PP, thanks Gozer. Gozer took the taco and left, and Chef PP stared at the camera for 9 seconds before the video cut to the SML question was, what would you cook Junior into? After the video ended, I was traumatized. What was Logan thinking? I decided to go to sleep, and I had a dream where Chef PP Puppet brutally mutilated my girlfriend Maria, and his eyes were replaced with black hollow holes. Well, that about wraps it up. Now, if you see this video, stay the hell away from that.